And for today's video, there will be no swimming in Lake Michigan. And so this video begins in Chicago, Illinois. Oh yeah, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. Tampa J here in Chicago, Chi-Town. Love this town. Been here 7 times in the last couple years. It never gets old and there's always so much to see and do. Never have enough time. Usually it's for a very brief trip. And again, I'm here on a very brief trip. I'm gonna go long-winded here in the beginning, just fair warning. I just gotta set a lot of things up. Some of you are like, what the heck is he doing in Chicago? Well, I'm about to tell you. The main reason I'm here this weekend is because I have been invited. We have been invited out to feature, myself will record another haunted house right here in Chi-Town. I've been invited out by many haunted houses this season to walk through, and I had to start early. I started last month in New Hampshire, and earlier this month I went to St. Louis and Indianapolis, so I have many haunt videos in the bag that I will release in September per the request of these haunts. They don't want to give you too many spoilers too early. They want to get you all pumped and excited, so I will drop those videos in September. Just a little backstory there for all that watch out there, all of you, all that wonder what he's doing with those videos. He says he's like filming them, but he doesn't release them. Well, that's it. I'm gonna wait. I don't normally do that, but I'm gonna hold those videos and release the haunt videos in September. I'm going to some of America's top and scariest haunted houses, and boy, I've been to some good ones. All right. Back to the main subject matter. If you're new here and you clicked on the video, yes, we're going to the Willis Tower, the tallest building in America, formerly the Sears Tower, which held the tallest building in the world title from 1974 to 1998. No, it's not behind me. That's the John Hancock, which we went to a few years back. I filmed a video inside that building. That's where they filmed Poltergeist 3. That was the main subject matter of that video. Also, that's where my favorite dude of all time, one of the best comedians of all time, sadly passed away. That was the home of Chris Farley. Cannot not mention that. But I did the observation deck in the Chicago 360 in the John Hancock building. John Hancock, Herbie Hancock. Chris Farley reference there, Tommy boy, had to get it in. So I did that, and I said at the top of that building that day, it was beautiful, by the way. Check out 360 Chicago, John Hancock. I did that video if you want to see that. But I said I want to go do the Willis Tower, and lo and behold, look at this. I have an opportunity to do so here early, a day early. Tomorrow I'll be filming the haunt. I'll be filming some other things while I'm in town, very briefly, less than 48 hours I will be here. But I want to go check out the SkyDeck Chicago and the ledge. Wait till you see it when we get there. I am so nervous because this is a long way up, of course, over 100 stories, and you will be looking straight down and walking on a glass observation deck. If you've seen the pictures, you know. If you've been there, you know what I'm about to do. It's gonna be pretty crazy. It looks pretty crazy, so gonna do that. Also, I always get recommendations on deep dish pizza while I'm in Chi-Town, and I'm gonna go to Pequods later for dinner. So we're gonna go get some Chicago pizza. You can watch me eat. Yeah, that's right. It's gonna be fun. I hope so. And also, I hope it's good. That's what I'm trying to say. Also, I might stop by a horror store, the Horror House Chicago, which is over by Pequods. Creature feature stuff. Okay, long-winded right here, but it was necessary. Let's go. There's much ahead. And I'm going to park at this parking garage over here on the right on Adams Street, at the corner of Adams and Wells. This is where I will be parking. That garage right there. Got my ticket. Let's see how much I pay at the end, huh? Tower Self-Park. This is where I park, just to put things into perspective. Here's a map. This is where we are. The Sears Tower, it still has the former name. The Willis Tower is right across the street, right across Franklin. Actually, right here. Oh my gosh. Wow, the tallest building in America. We're about to go up there. Man, I've been wanting to do this for so long. I came down the block at the corner of Adams and Franklin so you could see a little bit more. amazing. All right, so I'm about 40 minutes early for my time slot for when I enter Chicago SkyDeck. I'm gonna find where exactly I'm supposed to go. I really didn't do any research, but somewhere along this building is where I enter. I reserved my ticket online. It was 42 bucks per adult. It was actually 40 plus a fee, plus tax and all that. I am about 45 minutes early for my time slot. The way it works, you pick time slots. They run every 30 minutes. The one I picked is about to be called in 45, so I've got some time to figure out where I enter the building. 232 South Franklin is the address for the Willis Tower. Just so you know, all these businesses and corporations have offices in this building. Look at that, United Airlines. All right, so I asked the concierge standing right out front, and he pointed this way to the SkyDeck. Welcome to the Willis Tower lobby. Okay, so I came through the doors over there. This is the lobby. Right off the bat, there's a Foxtrot Coffee, a little coffee shop, and some signage. 50 years, Willis Towers. Welcome to the 50th year. This is awesome, I didn't plan that. And it looks like on the south side of the building, this is where most of the stuff is happening. There is an arrow that points up to the SkyDeck, and it looks like there's a food court. So there is an entryway on the south side of the building, and it looks more like the main entrance. They've got Shake Shack in here. They've got Brown Bag, they've got all kinds of eateries, and it looks like we go down the escalator to access the SkyDeck elevators. So we gotta go down to go up. That happens a lot, actually. I just want to point out, the first time I ever did anything like this was in New York City. The first time I went to New York, I went straight to the Empire State Building all the way to the 102nd floor. First thing I ever did, and the view out there was breathtaking. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get a similar view here of Chicago and Illinois and Lake Michigan today. I am so stoked to see what we see up there. SkyDeck. Down the escalator. You know, these are my favorite. I have to remind you, if it's your first time, I have a fear of escalators ever since a bad episode of Rescue 911 when I was a kid. That kid I saw on that show that day got sucked right in. Oh my goodness. Woo. Oh, I made it. And if you didn't buy your tickets beforehand, of course they have a box office, also these kiosks over here where you can buy your tickets, several of them. And if you get a little early here like I did, they do have the gift shop and a waiting area. Oh wow, so I am here for what is considered the 50th year anniversary, because they broke ground in 1973. And they're selling, of course, some t-shirts to commemorate that. All kinds of souvenirs in here. This one's cool. I like this magnet right here. Check it out. The Sears Tower is the eye, or should I say the Willis Tower. He looks like a robot. Also have to point out that we are sitting right on Route 66, US 66, ends right here in Chicago. Okay, I don't know if this says Chicago on it, but it does say me. I also like this one, the hot dog. Sitting on a Wrigley Field baseball stadium seat, if I had to guess. Also notice that hot dog has no ketchup. All right, waiting in line for entry. They are now accepting entry for my reservation. Look, Harry Carey over there. Been by that statue a few times, right in front of Wrigley Field. Harry Carey, one of my faves. 7th inning stretch legend. All right, heading into the general admission area. Just got my ticket scanned. They do have security. Experience the story of Chicago. Looks like we're gonna see a little timeline along the way, just like any other attraction of this kind. There's always a photo in the beginning. All right, I never buy these things, but I'll take a look at it. What makes Chicago, Chicago? Well, that's a good idea. Let's figure it out. And it seems we found the Great Chicago Fire section. I always heard this story growing up in Indiana about the Great Chicago Fire. All started by a cow, a bull, at O'Leary's barn, kicking over a lantern. Lightning strikes the Willis Tower anywhere from 50 to 100 times per year. That's insane. There's a nice photo that someone captured there, the lightning hitting it. Wow. It is a little cloudy out today. Hey, we might have a fair chance. Here it talks about the wind sway. 3 feet under maximum load. It can swing 3 feet to the left, 3 feet to the right. 68,000 miles worth of cables. 3 circles around the earth. That's how many cables are inside this tower. 101 football fields, 4.46 million square feet, 2,222 500 tons of weight. That's 1,348 blue whales, 1,348, and 1,450 feet, 223 Michael Jordans. Because he's 6 foot tall. Yep, I did that math. No, I just knew that how tall he was. And this schematic talks about all of the elevators. Check this out. 107 high-speed elevators, including 14 double-deck units running on 70 miles of cable, carrying 20,000 people up and down the tower every single day. That's insane. And here's a little sneak peek of where we're going. The ledge. A glass box, glass floor. There's only one way to make the 103rd floor SkyDeck even more thrilling. Suspended 1,353 feet in the air in glass balconies. Oh yes. And look at this, a nice little photo op. Like you're on top of the Willis Tower. It's the antennas. Okay, you can set your phone here. I'm just gonna set the camera down. There's no one behind me right now. Do a little acting. Oh my gosh, it's so windy up here. Okay, I'm really digging all the immersiveness. Check this out. We're getting on the subway. It's the Harlem Lake Line. This is cool. All right, this does look like a subway. Like the motion screens. Oh, it's Chinatown. I only know because I've been there. This is cool. Oh, Wrigley Field. It's Wrigleyville. Been there too. This is neat. So cool. I think the White Sox got the short end of the stick though. Into the taste of Chicago. Is the next one. Ooh, there's the pizza. Deep dish pizza, also known as Chicago style pizza. This version is baked in a skillet for a deep pan like a cake. It results in a tall, crunchy crust and upside down toppings, cheese, meats, and vegetables, a chunky tomato sauce. Dive into the Chicago specialty by grabbing a selfie on the deep dish couch. Okay, we gotta find that. Oh wow, that's amazing. Did someone say pizza? Oh, I'm so hungry. I can't wait to get to Pequods. There's no selfie stand for this photo op, so just gonna have to do this. The mirror effect's really cool though. It makes it look like a complete pie. In fact, there's just a mirror right here. Oh, there you go. If you take a screenshot, it'll taste better. Oh, it's so cool. Oh, wait till you see what's across from it. Hot dog! Of course, I gotta get a Chicago hot dog when I'm in town. I always do. I love how they specifically said no ketchup. Bright green relish, actually like radioactive bright green relish, mustard, tomatoes, dill pickles, onions, celery salt, sport peppers. That's what makes up a Chicago hot dog, and it is my fave. No ketchup, as I said. It's a sin. No ketchup in Chicago on my hot dog. In Chicago. And I was so fortunate to get to see the greatest basketball player of all time play at Market Square Arena when he was playing the Pacers. Got to see Michael Jordan play when I was a kid. He was amazing. Saw him twice actually. The Chicago Bulls. 15 seasons, 6 NBA national championships. Go Bulls. All right, thanks for having me. This is my first night of comedy. You guys showed up, so I'm already doing something right. Can I get a laugh for that? All right, first joke. Oh, there you go, there's a laugh. All right, so the horse walked into the bar and sat down. And the bartender looked at him and he said, "You're a horse, get out of here. What are you doing?" And some very cool photo ops in this room. I'm not gonna take any more photos, but I just want to show them. All right, now I'm waiting in line. There's a little backup behind me. We're gonna actually enter the elevator to head to the SkyDeck. Okay, going into the first elevator. I think this will take us all the way to 103.
Welcome to the SkyDeck. You're on your way to the top of the tallest building in the Western Hemisphere. Along the way, you can watch as we pass by some of the tallest buildings, monuments, and structures in the world. You're trying out this 1,450-foot modern marvel in one of the tower's 104 elevator lifts. Your trip to the SkyDeck will only take about a minute. That means your elevator is traveling at a speed of more than 24 feet per second. The tower opened its doors in 1973 and held the title of the world's tallest building for 25 years. The west antenna reaches 1,730 feet above the Chicago streets.
Here's the popping.
We're now passing 850 feet at San Francisco's Transamerica Pyramid, 970 feet in the Yokohama Landmark Tower, Japan's tallest building, 1,062 feet in Paris's stunning Eiffel Tower.
This is cool.
The Bank of China Tower in Hong Kong, 1,250 feet in the Empire State Building in New York. And now we're here, 103 stories up.
Whoa! Alright, we were like sardines in here. Alright, already seeing a lot. Pointing to the ledge. Let's look at the first window. Oh my gosh. This is looking south. 103 floors up. Wow. Look at this. There's a riverboat crossing underneath that bridge. Oh, there's the post office right there. I didn't know the post office had a basketball court on top. You see the highway going right underneath? That's the Chicago post office. You drive right underneath it. Didn't know that was all on top there. This is incredible. Wow. You should be able to see the Sox Stadium out here. Guaranteed rate field. Somewhere out there. It looks so small. Wow. We're gonna go all the way around. You're gonna get to see everything out the windows. Also, you can see a bit of Indiana over there, my home state where I was born. There's some towers on the south side of Lake Michigan. Okay, I'm zoomed all the way out. Center of the screen, you can make out guaranteed rate field. You see it? It's right there in the center. Big oval. Definitely have been in there. Now I'm going to zoom out to show you. Wow. And this is looking to the west. Okay, we've started right here. This is where you get on and get off the elevator. These people are waiting to get off and go down, and you make your way all the way around. This reminds me of a lot of the Chicago 360 SkyDeck and the John Hancock. There was even a gift shop up here in kind of the same location on the Lake Michigan sign as well. I bought a t-shirt up there a couple years ago. So I'm here at the east and south corner. I'm gonna peek my head out here after these folks are done taking photos. And here you go, look out the east and south window, right here in the corner. Sit still a little bit so you can just feast your eyes on that view. All right, you got it? There's a spider in the window, by the way. A spider. He's on the outside. Don't fall, my friend. Holy cow. Oh my gosh, downtown Chicago. What an incredible view. There's the John Hancock right there. So yeah, you can kind of make out the white line of that building. That's where the observation deck, where I went a couple years ago, the Chicago 360. And I remember looking over at the Willis being like, yeah, I gotta go over there. So here you go, the opposite view. I'll put a link to that video in the description below if you want to check that out after this one. That was a cool experience. Look at this. I'm just gonna move the camera around. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay, this is southeast again. There's a famous sculpture right there I recognize, that red one. And then also, you can make out, maybe you can see, perhaps when we move a little further to the left, you can make out the Chicago Bean, which should be right here in the park, out along Michigan Avenue. The Chicago Bean is like right down there. Oh, there's the fountain, the famous fountain. I think it's the Buckingham Fountain. Don't quote me on that. It is the one that you see in the intro to Married with Children. Mr. Al Bundy. That's right, he was from Chicago. Yeah, this is the most you can see the fountain. If you come to the southeast corner, you can make it out almost the entire thing. I've definitely been down there before. And they're selling the Chicago Bean piggy banks here in the gift shop. Look at that. You can own one of the beans. That's a cool piggy bank. So right down there, you see where the grass is? That is part of the Willis Tower. That's one of the stacks of buildings. That's at least 80 floors right there. Here's the building to the left, this limestone one. That is a tall building right there. This is incredible. Tallest building in America. Wow. I wish we could go all the way to the top, but you can't go to the top of the antennas. Also, there's an art museum right over there to the south side of the park, just before Lake Michigan. An area of Chicago I haven't been to before. Also, the Chicago Bears play somewhere over there. I think the stadium's behind those tall buildings. Looking out over Lake Michigan. It's pretty cloudy right now, but we're so high you can see out above the clouds, probably several miles out. A lot of people taking photos for the gram and whatnot in here, having a good time. Just to show you what's going on. Tons of people in here. Okay, this is looking north. There's a couple of footprints here. Maybe I should do this. Check this out. Whoa. This is incredible. Wow, everywhere you look, such a great, immaculate view. Downtown Chicago, Michigan Avenue, just right over there. John Hancock sits on Michigan, and that runs down along Lake Michigan, Highway 41. And out there somewhere, you should see Wrigley Field. Let's see if I can find Wrigley Field. Should be more so up that way. And this board in this window on the north side shows you, labels all of the buildings. There's the John Hancock, number 11, so you can look out and match it up. Right here, number 16, all the way to the right. This is the On Center, AON. I'm probably butchering that. It's that building right there. So there's a giant panorama of a sign here to picture all of the buildings. Trying to find Wrigley Field. Okay, so it's not in frame, but it does list it. It says you gotta go to the left a little bit. Out this way. Okay, I'll zoom in on it once I locate it. And somewhere out there, Wrigley Field. My eyes cannot find it, but it's in frame. It's somewhere there. If you see it, comment below. Do you see it? About to enter the ledge. Just want to show you the north side one more time, the northeast side. Downtown Lake Michigan. Also the buildings right below me, 103 stories down. A lot of grass on the top of that building. Wow. Also, you can look down and see a portion of the river right there. I actually crossed that bridge to get here. Wow. Okay, here we go. Into the ledge. Walking west into the building. This is about midway through these partitions, this entryway. Let's see where it leads us. Oh, it looks like another line. Here we go. Okay, there it is over there. That's the ledge. Yes, and it looks like I'll be waiting a few. A lot of people over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 windows. And even though I'm by myself, I'm just now seeing and reading that there are 2 parties per ledge, maximum 90 seconds, so you gotta go quick. Okay, so this person right here is timing, putting in the 90 seconds, and an alarm will sound when 90 seconds is up. Also, they're scanning the card that you received from the photo in the basement, so they can add to your card photos to purchase when you leave. All right, so it should be my turn. Hi. Thank you. All right. Okay, here they're gonna take, I'm gonna step out on the ledge. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna look up at the camera. All right, so now my 90 seconds starts. Oh my gosh. Look at that. It's insane. Okay, I'm gonna take some pictures. This is incredible. There's the Chicago River right there, and you can look out and see other people doing it. Oh my gosh. It's incredible. 90 seconds. All right, I'm gonna lay down and take some pictures. All right, I'm laying here. 103 stories down. If this glass were to break. Look at this. Look, Mom. Look, Chris the girl. Let's see, it's not gonna break. That's incredible. All right, 90 seconds is up. Goodbye, ledge. That was cool. All right, not gonna lie, that was a little difficult by myself, but I had my fun with it. That was insane. I hope the pictures come out well. I'll post them on my Instagram and my Facebook and whatnot, of course. Here we are again at the South View. South side of Chicago, right over there.
Thanks for visiting the SkyDeck. We hope you enjoyed your time at the top. We are Chicago. The 1450 tower is Chicago Lantern.
And they offered me my photo. I declined. It was very cool though. There were 3 sets of photos. Each photo set was $31. And if you got all 4, it was around $100. They were really cool. You also get the digital copy. I wish I could have done it, but hey, I spent a lot of money. I got 90 seconds on the Sky Ledge. That's what I came for. So there you go. We exit in the gift shop. This is what I showed before we got here. Almost missed the Do Right Donuts. It's closed now, but I had a chance to get a Do Right donut right here in the Willis Tower. Like this giant donut display. Lots of photo opportunities in this building. So I'm grabbing some coffee right here in the Foxtrot coffee shop I showed before I went up. And look, I can grab my coffee and walk right out and across the street to the parking garage. That's convenience. And there's still plenty of daylight in the evening. Look at this. Holy cow, all the way to the top of that centerpiece there. That's where we were. Amazing. This coffee, by the way, really good. Foxtrot coffee, right here at Willis Tower. Come check them out. 59 bucks. Oh my gosh. So this is a $100 endeavor. All right. What is Chicago? All right, on Wacker Drive now. That was incredible. Right here is the Willis Tower. Amazing. All the way to the top. Absolutely incredible. Was it worth $100? Yeah, it was. It would have been better with someone else there with me. And if you're in a party, obviously it goes up. So 40 bucks each. A family of 5 plus parking. Oh my gosh. We're talking an over $300 endeavor to go do what I just did. So I'll let you guys decide if it was worth it or not for you, but it was worth it for me. That's amazing. Wow. Driving right underneath it. And it looks like I'm gonna get into a traffic jam on I-90. We're heading north of downtown to the Horror House Chicago and Pequods Pizza. There's several Pequods, but I heard this one. This is the best. All right, check it out. Now on West Belmont Street, actually 2911 Belmont Street, right there. I think you see it. The Horror House. I've wanted to check this out for a couple years now. I've been invited out here a couple times. Let's do it. Comic books, movies, original art, paintings, glass, and more. Look at all these characters from some of our favorite horror movies right here on the wall. Wow, even Alf's in there. Alf made it, right below Freddy Krueger. All of our favorites. There's also some Vincent Price. And over here, above the door, it's Zombie, Mecha Lecca Hi, Mecha Heiny Ho. Here you go for the hours before we go in. It looks like they're closed on Mondays. Open pretty much 11 till 8 every night except for Friday and Saturday. They close at 7. Leatherface, the horror. For today's creature feature, we head inside the Horror House. Oh, look at that. Pee-wee, Paul Rubens, Missy Buddy. Also, Kane Hodder there. Okay, check it out. Michael Myers, James Jude Courtney style in the corner with a bloody knife. We've got a lot of horror stuff in here. Got some masks up here. Just gonna take a look. Maybe I'll buy something. This is pretty sweet. The Cryptic Closet. Now I've seen them at Days of the Dead Horror Convention, so we know them. We know their t-shirts. Terminator 2 Judgment Day here. Awesome. Oh wow, look. Man, I swear, I think my family had this same television, this old Zenith box TV. If you're from the 80s, you know, or beyond. But this is the Halloween 3 TV display, all 3 masks. Got the Green Witch, the skeleton, and the pumpkin. And it looks like all kinds of artwork in here for sale as well. There's some Pee-wee's Playhouse. Got some monsters, some Ghostface. We've got some real life monsters over here. Freddy Krueger. Some killer clowns, cotton candy. Always cool to see those. Oh, look at this. This is a cool picture of Nicolas Cage. It's a Reed poster. That's a very 90s poster right there. It's Nicolas Cage for America's Libraries. That's a legit poster. And the other day I was at Party City with Chris the Girl, and I was saying I used to have a real good quality Freddy Krueger mask. That one's not bad. That one's cool. And shout out to my buddy Rick, 13X Studios. Look at this, Rick. Your masks are everywhere. You can buy them right here. That's amazing. Also, you can get some autographs. And what's a horror store without horror movies? We got some classic cults here. Grizzly, Werewolf, in a girl's dormitory. I haven't seen that one. We've got Nosferatu in Venice. Anthropophagus. I hope I said that right. I haven't seen that one. We've got Overboard, which is a classic, but not a horror movie. I mean, maybe to some. Look at this one. This looks cool. Killer Crocodile. I have never seen that. I've seen Alligator, but I've never seen Killer Croc. This by the door, it's hard to see because of the shadow. This is a Jason Voorhees gumball machine. I don't even know if it actually works. Oh, there's a hatchet on it. That's killer. No pun intended. Look at that. I think I've seen this before. I've been to a lot of horror conventions in Chicago. This was probably at one of them. I probably showed this before. And look, a nice little shrine to Paul Rubens. You got the original Pee Wee Herman's Big Adventure there. Got all the Pee Wee stuff in the back. There's Big Top. Oh, there's the Pee Wee Herman doll. They've got one in the box. Is that for sale? I used to have one of those when I was a kid. Oh my gosh. My germs. It's my strong hand. They've got Manson's strong hand from Scary Movie 2. That is so cool. My germs. Nintendo. Games you wish were real. We've got Halloween. We've got Stab. Oh, that's a deep cut. We've got House of a Thousand Corpses. And we've got Dusk Till Dawn. And there's a couple more down here. Halloween Season of the Witch, Part 3. Another Dusk Till Dawn. And Freddy's Dead. Okay, that's clever. That's fun. I have a Nintendo at home, so that would be cool. I wonder what games these really are. I guess I could pop them in the Nintendo and find out. On Blu-ray here, Bloodsuckers from Outer Space. That's another one I need to watch. The cover art there, that looks amazing. Looks like a fun time. The Horror House pins here, I like this. This is two of my faves, Ghostbusters and Scream, a little ghost face. And for you Jeff Goldblum fans, and Jurassic Park, there you go, a little bonding there. And of course, we've got Chicago and Charles Lee Ray, good guy here. One of the first filming locations videos I did in Chicago was the original Child's Play. Not too far from here, some of the locations. All right, purchase some goodies here. Oh, no spoilers. That's for Queen Halloween. Check this out, they almost forgot, or didn't see, that they have VHS tapes here. Some good horror ones. All right, I enjoyed that. Check out the Horror House. They have a website also. Check out their Instagram, Facebook. Come on out, tell them Tampa J sent you. I was chatting to the guy inside. He said that this area has a lot of cool shops, and he was telling me about a lot of them. I will be back to this area, perhaps maybe tomorrow. We'll see. Much ahead. All right, it's pizza time. I am so hungry. I haven't eaten all day. I've been waiting for this Chicago pizza. And so we come to this Northwest Chicago neighborhood. Very nice, at the corner of Capulina and Fernald. This is Fernald right here. A church. I had to park this far back because I circled around Pequods Pizza and it's bumping down there. It's very busy, so I've got to walk all the way down and to the end. Actually, you can kind of make out the sign way down the sidewalk. This is a beautiful neighborhood. Reminds me of the neighborhood from Backdraft, which I think is around this area. These houses look similar. I was out here a few years ago. If I zoom in, you can see the Pequod sign. Hold on, let me do this. Way down there, hanging right over the sidewalk. That's where we're going for our pizza. Deep dish. This beautiful evening in Chicago. So the first time Pequods Pizza was recommended to me, I was at the bar where they filmed Backdraft, and Uncle Buck. Did both of those locations, and I was talking to someone in there and they said you gotta try Pequods and Bert's Pizza, which are right next to each other. I'm only going to Pequods because that's been recommended to me more than Bert's, but maybe if I have enough time this weekend I can check out Bert's too, if not next time I'm in Chicago. Pequods Pizzeria with the old school 80s cars out front. Look at that. This place looks delicious, doesn't it? The great places always look like this. Well kept, but from another point of time. And if I wanted to, I could bring my pizza out here on this picnic table. It feels great here. I think it's 72 degrees out. At least that's what it feels like to this Florida boy. Ooh, Blackhawks country. Okay, gotta be careful. Like the whale. Pequods Pizza. All right guys, it's very crowded in here. We've got the menu. I'm sitting at the bar because I'm by myself. Every table is taken. They said it would have been like a 25-minute wait just to get a table. I love that they offer personal size. I don't have to get a small, I can get a personal. That's gonna be great. Sick neon here between the bar and the kitchen. 312 and a slice of pizza and a heart. And I just realized I'm in Morton Grove. This Pequod's established in 1970. And my Pequod's Pizza has arrived. I went with the mushroom and the Chicago Italian beef as my toppings. This thing is pretty heavy. And it's a perfect size for one person, 7 inches, and it's really thick. So let's see how it tastes.
That's some great pizza. Wow.
After I've taken several bites, it lives up to the legend. The sauce is the boss. Love the sauce, sweet and tangy. Got a little kick to it. Actually, no, that's the pepper I put on it. I like the sauce. It's more like a marinara sauce, and the crust is not like the traditional cornbread crust, which I'm not mad at. I don't typically like the cornbread crust. It's good, but I kind of like that it's just like a doughy, very doughy crust, and well done. And not bad. 1992, which is a great year. That's my total. This is by far the cheapest experience I've had all day. Pequods. Let's go Blackhawks. What? No. Go Bolts. All right. So, Pequods lives up to the legend. That is the best pizza I've ever had in Chicago. Now, to be honest, I haven't had a ton of pizza in Chicago, but that is definitely the best I've ever had in Chicago. It was really good. Really good. What a way to end a night here in Chi-Town. Look, there's the moon. Pequods. Wow. I'll be back here for sure. I was texting Chris the girl, and I said, whenever we come to Chicago for the first time together, we're coming to Pequods. I know she'll love this. All right, everyone. I'm gonna end it as I'm walking back to my car. Thank you all for watching. And if it was your first time here, please subscribe below and come on back. There is much ahead here on this channel and in Chicago this weekend. Gonna film 2 videos tomorrow. One, again, a haunt video that I will release with my other haunt videos in September. And the other one, I'm not so sure yet. I've got some ideas. I've got a little bit of time before I go film that haunt video. So there's opportunities are endless here in Chicago. There's all kinds of things to do. And I'll be back again for sure. But that's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Know you're awesome. Know you're loved, and no matter who you are, what you're going through, just know there's much ahead for you. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching. Can't say that enough.